this place in the vast wasteland known as Hollywood. It's the Late Late Show with Craig Kilborn. Tonight's sportscaster Keith Olbermann. Actor Seth Green. College basketball superstar Wally Zerbiak. And a George Michael joke in the news that will literally make you laugh. Ladies and gentlemen, straight shooter, Craig Kilborn.
Welcome to your Late Late Show. My name is Craig Kilborn, and some of you might know this, might not know this. Today, bring your dog to work day. Did you know that? Bring your So I brought my little Yorkshire Terrier, Champ, to the office. Things were going well until late in the afternoon. I have a very, how do you say, hot secretary, Angela. Champ starts humping Angie's leg, okay? Now that's gonna happen, that's what dogs do. But she couldn't get any work done because, you know, Champ's humping her right leg and I'm humping her left leg. Kind of sad news from the world of show. Judge in California sent Robert Downey Jr., whatever his name is, Downey Jr., back to jail for drug use again. And just to give you an idea of how much drugs this guy is using, he currently has a street value of $1.7 million, Robert Downey Jr. You guys, are you familiar with the breakthrough comedian known as Gallagher? The guy who smashes the watermelons? Gallagher has translated his act into Spanish so he can reach a larger audience. When he's touring Spanish clubs, he'll be using his Spanish name now, Senor Unfunio. Finally, huge controversy in the art world this week. There is a German artist who's begun showing a series of abstract paintings he creates using his own excrement. Okay? This is a true story. And when asked how he gets his ideas, the guy says, like everyone else, while I'm reading the paper. Now, despite protests, this artist is going to continue painting until, quote, I run out of art supplies. Come on over here. All right. Huge Friday show, all-star lineup. Headed by Fox Sports News superstar sportscaster Keith Olbermann is here. Right here. From Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. Just a very handsome young actor. Seth Green is here. A ball player who is in college. He's going to go pro, and next week is the NBA draft. He's expected to go in the top 10 and maybe higher, maybe top 5 after tonight. Maybe he's the #1 pick. Wally Zerbiak is here. I want to comment on on Keith Olbermann, KO, as we call him in the business. Some of you might not know who he is. You will after tonight. He is a very gifted sportscaster, arguably the best in the business. But like all great historical figures, Keith is controversial, okay? He's an acquired taste for some of us. Remember that. Keep an open mind. Now, he doesn't ask the normal questions to athletes like, what was the turning point in the game? Keith might say, are you still freebasing? This is Keith, just in case you don't know what Keith looks like. The other thing is, he doesn't... You really weren't supposed to laugh at that, but that's okay. When he interviews people, he's not going to interview the obvious choices. You might not remember this, but at JFK's funeral, the reporters were talking to the high-profile people, but a guy named Jimmy Breslin talked to the gravedigger, and he won the Pulitzer Prize for it. Well, that's kind of the way Keith thinks. He will talk not to the starters in the locker room, the bench warmers, okay? And he will say, you know, hey, buddy, what's it like never playing? Your parents probably never watch, do they? Why bother? You're a no talent. That's Keith. Very controversial. I just want you guys to do something. Keep the open mind. Don't leave when he's on, okay? And right now, just look at that picture again and just give him a big hand. I like Keith, okay? Keith is a friend of mine, and I like him, and I hope that he's still going to come out and do the show. Let's check the news. Here we go.
In the News is brought to you by Guy Meets Girl, Guy Loses Girl, Guy Wins Girl Back, the hot new romantic comedy from the producers of Happy Endings.
Our top story, Israeli warplanes attacked targets inside Lebanon last night as a response to recent Hezbollah missile strikes. The bombings plunged the capital city of Beirut into complete darkness. And talk about ironic, one of the targets destroyed during the attack, the Chinese embassy. Now that's just bad luck. Miraculously, eyewitnesses said the driver of this car survived for almost a minute. The Israelis were provoked when Lebanese rockets destroyed over 40 pairs of pants in this village alone. In sunny Kosovo, looting continued in the capital of Kosovo today as both Serbians and Albanians stole from downtown shops. Let's take a look. Officials are describing the lawlessness as the worst unrest the city has seen in almost one day. Not surprisingly, the store hardest hit by looting was Bed Bath & Rubble. A NATO spokesman is trying to put a positive spin on the looting. He's calling it a very aggressive going out of business sale.
And now it's time for today's Corona Beer George Michael jokes of the day.
Today is George Michael's birthday, or as comedy writers are referring to it, Christmas in July. The singer said he will celebrate his birthday just like anyone else by having some cake and blowing some candles. All buffed men named Candle are invited over to George's house for some cake. We've got more. George's plans for the party include a sneak peek at Big Daddy. Oh, no, not the movie. And instead of having a stripper, a giant hand will jump out of the cake. Oops. This just in. George Michael's raucous birthday party ended when the police showed up, strip searched George, and dragged him away in handcuffs. Or, as George is referring to it, the best birthday ever.
Those were today's George Michael jokes, brought to you as always by Corona.
It's time now for our Don't You Just Hate People Like That portion of the show. Hey, don't you just hate people like this?
We want to maintain kind of an egalitarian spirit to the thing, and again, not get into the classic, what I think is fairly antiquated corporate structure.
Don't you just hate people like that? The FAA is investigating allegations that American Airlines pilots have been sleeping in the cockpit. A spokesman for American Airlines could not be awakened for comment. USA Today reports the situation is so bad on several occasions pilots fell asleep before even finishing their pre-flight cocktail. The rumors have been confirmed by some flight attendants who have recently complained that Americans' pilots have been so tired that the pilots have actually fallen asleep while having sex with them, sometimes during unusually tricky landings. After 35 years, NBC soap opera Another World is going off the air. In a surprise twist, Another World will return to NBC next week as the long-lost evil twin brother of Another World. Did I mention it's Friday? Well, it's Friday, and time for our "Want to go grab a drink after the show" segment. You want to go grab a drink after the show? Okay, cool. I'll see you there. Hey, it's Friday, and you know what that means, right? Yes, it's time for our weekly Screw You feature. This week, our Screw You goes to this man, Federal Reserve Board Chairman Alan Greenspan. So guess what this subhuman piece of garbage is up to now? He's thinking about raising interest rates next week. Yes, Al, we all know that orders for durable goods are up, that unemployment is at a record low, and that the technology issues that traditionally set the pace at the Nikkei are plagued by chronic illiquidity. We all read the Wall Street Journal, Alan. We all speak Japanese, okay? But listen to me, and listen to me good. If you've got it somewhere in your feeble, damaged excuse for a brain that raising interest rates will somehow slow down an overheated economy and keep the current boom alive, then you will literally have the blood of millions on your hands. Get me? So to Alan Greenspan, moron, mass murderer, screw you. In Mississippi, an all-white jury convicted a Ku Klux Klan leader of burning a cross after the Klansman's defense that he was merely burning a giant lowercase t backfired. You know, we're only human here at the Late Late Show, and to prove it, here's a correction of a story we reported on last night. In a Postal Service survey, Americans have chosen cellular phones, endangered species, the film Titanic, and the Special Olympics as subjects for a stamp to commemorate the 1990s. They will not be on separate stamps, as we reported, but rather the new stamp will combine all four elements: cell phones, endangered species, the film Titanic, and the Special Olympics. This new stamp depicts a Kemp's Ridley sea turtle using a cell phone to tell a snail darter that the movie Titanic is mentally challenged. And finally, life is good. Yeah, at Wimbledon, young Anna Kournikova moved into the fourth round where she'll play Venus Williams. Who cares if she wins? Look at her. Woo! Win, lose, or draw, she's still the greatest. Yeah, baby, you're a winner. Anna, you're a winner in the most important game of all, the Good Looks Derby. Yeah. Oh, ponytail. I love the ponytail. I love Anna Kournikova. Life is good.
I gotta be honest, I'm not really looking forward to the Keith Olbermann interview. He's so controversial, so moody. I'd much rather interview Seth Green. Yeah, he's a movie star, and he's in the hottest movie in America, Austin Powers. Uh-oh, too late. There's Keith in the wings. Hey, buddy, great to see you again. That's right, the Keith Olbermann interview is coming up right after this TV timeout.
The Late Late Show with Craig Kilborn, sponsored by McDonald's. Come to McDonald's now and experience all the adventure and
Welcome back. Thank you. I like to kid my first guest, but at the end of the day, he is the most intelligent, talented, imaginative, and resourceful sportscaster in the business. It's a treat just to watch him work.
It's inadequately balanced chi. So says a feng shui expert who visited Dodger Stadium at the behest of the LA Times. Feng shui being the practice of balancing chi, the Chinese life force. He determined the Dodgers are suffering from a hex that will not end until February 2001. That back pain for Todd Hundley and Adrian Beltre would be relieved by installing a small fountain in the dugout. And quoting him here, basically, they're screwed.
This is Keith Olbermann.
Sit over there.
You can sit wherever you want. Good to see you again.
Good to see you, too. What was that you were saying about I only talk to bench warmers?
Yeah.
I'm here, aren't I? Thank you. All right, good night, everybody.
I am proud to say that I got a scholarship to play college hoops, and all I did was sit the bench. Of course, have you ever picked up a ball in your life?
How about I go for that one over there on the other side of the desk?
The baseball.
Yes.
What, can you explain what that was at the top about feng shui in Dodger Stadium?
That was part of a sportscast. Mm-hmm. You remember that vaguely somewhere?
What?
This guy went to Dodger Stadium, this columnist of the LA Times, and brought with him a feng shui expert, the balancing of the life force chi, and he determined that there's a hex on the Dodgers. And you know, I reported it appropriately. I reported it to my bosses at Fox, who own the Dodgers, and they bought some more chi. They bought out somebody else's chi. And have I said anything to get suspended yet?
No.
That's worked for us in the past.
Oh boy, yeah, that's. But I say, we've both been suspended in previous lives. But I say you're not a real broadcaster until you've been suspended, right? Have you heard that?
Twice.
Twice.
Until you've been suspended twice, I think. That's the real mark.
Is it safe to say that you're a little controversial?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I was just reviewing 20 years of broadcasting, and like that second. That wasn't me actually just sort of zoning out, going, "What pretty lights up there."
Right. But you know, Howard Cosell was controversial. You'd love to be in that class.
Well, if somebody watches a show that I do and they sort of don't dislike it or don't like it, I feel like I haven't done my job. You know, it's a television. It should not just be an analgesic. It should not put people to sleep.
And you,
opposed to other programming, perhaps.
How is the new? This is they went nuts when they got you from MSNBC.
They sure did, didn't they?
This is Keith on the side of a bus.
I saw this on the way to work one day. I was like, Lord, take me now, get me out of here.
This is Keith.
Shea Stadium.
Shea Stadium.
There, my head is about the size of 5 Mets outfielders.
Wow.
That's the ratio there. It's amazing.
And this, of course, is just a billboard.
Just a billboard out there somewhere in the middle of America. In Fox Sports Detroit.
So how is it going as far as...
Well, they haven't been promoting me enough.
Yeah.
That's the big problem. I keep telling them, you know, you want this to work, get my face out on more walls.
Are you, boy, the guys at ESPN must be jealous of you.
Yeah, they are.
It's an understatement. But how is Fox competing with ESPN? Is it doing well?
It's good. I mean, it's a long ball game and a long season, and there are nights when we clock them. We actually physically beat them for 5 hours of programming, and then on a Sunday they'll come and they'll knock us dead 10-1 in ratings. So it's very much like the beginning of a very long, bloody fight, which we will attempt to fix by bribing the referee.
Right.
When we get tired of getting punched. But yeah, it's about, it's a fight.
Can I ask you, let's clear up some of the controversy of Keith. These are tough questions. This is the label Keith has, he's only happy when he's miserable. Why do they say that? And
well, can I refer back to my first statement when I came out here? I'm here, aren't I? So I'm happy.
You're happy.
Because
this is when you're happy.
When I'm happy.
But they say that you like to complain at each place you work.
Well, there's a great deal to complain about.
Is it because you know more than the TV executives?
Of course it is.
Okay.
I've always known more than the TV executives.
Okay, how come...
I told them to hire you.
I know, I know.
That was my one mistake.
Do you guys know Matt Drudge? Yeah. There's Matt Drudge, the Drudge Report.
Yeah, Matt's a winner.
You've gone out on the limb and said he's what? Not very good at what he does?
I said, what it was a year ago. It was back in that year I did news that I sort of tried to have removed surgically from my brain. Well, it was about when they put him on TV. As I said, it was the worst television program of all. They made Magic Johnson's show look like, like Ed Sullivan.
Right.
In contrast, that was so bad.
So,
but of course, now we both work for the same company, and I have friends now who work at Fox News. So I think Matt Drudge is not the worst broadcast of all time.
But why do you say that stuff? It feels good to say that? It's nice to criticize these people?
There's a lot of hate in me. I mean, I have a lot of,
that's interesting.
Lot of bitterness, there's a lot of brutality that I don't express through axe murdering, so instead I go for this sort of, no, I just think if you're on television, say something, for crying out loud. If you're using this medium, make a statement of some sort. Leave some sort of mark.
Okay.
Without actually hitting somebody.
So Matt Drudge is not your favorite?
Right.
What about Latrell Sprewell? What about athletes in general? Because this is the thing. Keith is very good at what he does, but you will criticize the athletes.
Yeah, because I rarely spend any time with them and don't really have a risk of physical damage. It's the guys out in the field who get choked because I said something about somebody. It's a nice little dodge.
You do have a good life, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. Stay with us. We come back.
Perfectly miserable.
Yeah, perfectly miserable. Happy. 5 questions with KO when we come back.
Still to come, Keith Olbermann has Craig's number, and it's too long.
Banging like a dunny door in the wind. It's an expression. Come on. We're back with the legendary Keith Olbermann, and tell me when you're ready, because you're very good at 5 questions. You always seem to do well.
Very good at 5 questions suicide. I was the inventor of it.
And
go.
It's time for 5 questions. We always start with geography.
That was me in the picture, with the semi-blind.
Wow.
In past life.
I thought we cover you up now. You've lost weight since you've been in LA, haven't you? Mm-hmm. You're not doing the Boston Market commercials anymore.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh. Let me take out my wallet and hit you over the head with that.
It's a big wallet, everybody. This highly esteemed liberal arts college in Ohio was the first to admit women.
First to admit women did what?
This is the...
at first to admit women. Okay,
yes,
I'm sorry.
This is the name of a college for...
Oberlin.
Yes, Oberlin. How'd you know that?
I actually hesitated for a moment. I figured that's what it was. Then I said, oh yeah, it would have something to do with me, wouldn't it? It would sound like my name. Okay.
You worked for Fox Sports.
Yes, that's correct. Oh, that's not the question?
Yes. During a fox hunt, what does it mean when the hunter says tally ho?
Let's get started and try to kill something.
We can't quite accept that.
You could if you wanted to.
It means there's the fox. Let's go get him.
Okay.
They love you now. See, people love you now because of this appearance.
Or they love you because of this appearance.
Right. He's humoring himself.
We used to I have to if I'm out here with him. Okay, go ahead.
Our third guest tonight is Wally Szczerbiak.
Yes.
Spell Szczerbiak.
Capital S, C-Z.
Wait, we've already screwed up here on the sheet here. Start again and tell me, judges, it's written S-Z-C-Z. Is it S-C or S-Z? S-Z. S-Z. Okay, you're wrong.
All right, then I'm wrong.
Okay.
We type them out phonetically there, so I don't say. You've
got to get this one.
Okay. All right,
what percentage of the LPGA is lesbian?
Based on my personal experience or just general sports knowledge?
General sports knowledge. And yes, you could get suspended for this.
Yeah, boy, can I. It was estimated by an expert in the subject that I know at 93.5%.
93.5? Okay, we'll accept that. We don't know.
Is that a lighter? You want to just give it to me and I'll immolate myself now as opposed to later?
You handled that very well.
Thank you.
Finally, you're an actor. Admit it. You're an actor.
I have been, yeah.
Could you do a terrible Marv Albert impression for us?
Without question. The Knicks are over the limit.
That is bad. That is correct. Always a pleasure. Tell them, because I don't know, tell them when they can see you. You have two different shows?
Yeah, we do an East Coast show that goes at 11 o'clock Eastern Time or 10 o'clock Central Time, and then there's another one, Fox Sports Net. You have to check your local. Turn a ball game on. When it's over, I come on. That's basically the. Never mind that.
There's the baseball show.
Baseball on Saturday. We do the pregame show and the highlights throughout 1 o'clock. Your mileage may vary. Check your local listings, and you know, we're on when I'm on. I'm always on.
You're always on, and you're on right now. Thank you, sir. Big hand for Keith Olbermann. Seth Green is backstage right now. Let's take a moment for us. You know, it's George Michael's birthday, and everyone's making fun of it. Jokes flying around, pin a tail on the glory hole. Parties being held in his mouth. But I actually like George Michael, and I still think Careless Whisper is one of the best songs ever written. So today I'd like to give a heartfelt birthday wish to Mr. George Michael. Happy birthday, George. All right. Sorry. That doesn't leave the room. Here we go. My second to last guest began his film career as a lead in the Woody Allen film Radio days. His latest film is a quiet, low-profile little movie called Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me.
A trillion is more than a billion.
All right, zip it.
You can't even...
Zip it. Zip.
Look,
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, exhibit A.
Would you please back me up?
Look, I'm Zippy Longstocking.
I can't...
When a problem comes along, you must zip it.
Please welcome Seth Green. How you doing? You love that? Wow. Yeah. All across the country, they love you.
And I guess I don't have to be worried about going out through the parking lot. Thanks.
It's gotta feel great, huh?
Yeah, a little surreal, you know?
This is you're like one of our first repeat guests. You're back.
Really?
And
wow.
and you got a big reception last time, but they really love you in this movie. You're just although your relationship with your dad is still strained.
Yeah, life's hard. Life's hard. You know, he's so evil.
You're Scott Evil.
Yeah.
And why is there that tension between the dad? What happened? Because maybe you can help other kids out there who have a bad relationship with their pops.
Well, you know, it's important to have communication between father and son. I don't know. He's a crazy person, you know?
Right.
Play a normal kid, so normal kids react poorly to crazy people.
Why did they bring Mini-Me into the mix?
Just to make me mad. I heard he was here last night.
Yeah,
I'm sorry I missed that. He's the coolest. Vern
He is cool?
Yeah, he's a little too cool with the ladies, though. It's, you know.
Does he do well?
Yeah, ridiculously well. Like, I'd knock on Vern's trailer and be like, hey, you trade baseball cards or something? And he'd have, like, 2 hot chicks with their tops down, like, could you leave us alone for a second? I'd be like, oh, sorry, Vern, I'm just gonna go count my toes or something. Oh, wow. Yeah. He's like, I'll be out there in a second. I'm just, you know, taking care of these hot rock and roll chicks.
So there is a feud between you two, is what some tabloids are saying. You guys...
Well, I think it's grossly exaggerated. He's just done a few things that were supposed to be courteous, and it could be inferred either way. You know, if you want to look at, like, showing up at my house with flowers for my mom, a threat, that could be a threat. If you want to look at, like, we have this little game where, well, actually, he's the only one that plays, but he'll leave, like, timed explosive devices in my car, triggered to my ignition and stuff like that, and tripwires at my door and stuff like that. It's meant to be sweet, I think.
He's deranged. That's too bad.
Well,
now, but we should point out that the fans love you. In fact, you check in the hotels, you have to go under an alias.
Well, actually, it's more for fun. I think going in under a assumed name.
You don't have to. You just do it for the heck of it.
Well, I don't know if I have to or not, but it's funny because I always try and pick something that would make the concierge not want to say it, you know? It's funny when people call up and they're like, yes, Mr. Squat Thrust, there's a message for you, or, you know, or...
Have you seriously checked in on Mr. Thrust?
No. I like to add a militaristic quality to it, so they'll call up and they'll be like, yes, is this Admiral Poop Shoot? Hi. They dig it so much. It's funny. The best thing is, like, signing the, you know, the food service tip. Yeah, that's me.
Poop Shoot. Is that one of them? That is fun.
If I can come up with something better, I will.
By the way, we should point out that you're a big fan of the show, The Late Late Show, and you want to play 5 questions.
Well, really, that's like the big e-ticket ride on the Late Late Show, isn't it?
Yeah. So we've never done this before, but we're going to play 5 questions twice in the same show. All right. And because I'm lazy, I'm going to give you the same 5 as Keith Olbermann.
Oh, good thing I wasn't watching.
Yes. We start with geography. This highly esteemed liberal arts college.
Oberlin.
Oberlin is correct. You worked for Fox Sports.
Yes.
During a fox hunt, what does it mean when the hunter says, tally ho?
Oh, wait, I've been on so many fox hunts. I think that means, there's the fox, let's go get him.
That is correct. Wally Zerbiak's coming out. How do you spell his last name?
Okay, S-Z-C-Z-E-R-B-I-A-K. I'm such a big sports fan.
That's correct. 3 for 3. 3 for 3. Woo! What percentage of the LPGA is lesbian?
Oh, I actually have some documentation to back this up. I must have left it in the green room. It's actually 97.2. Serious.
No, that's incorrect. Incorrect.
But I got it off the internet.
Finally, you're an actor. Could you do a terrible Marv Albert impression for us?
Yes.
Look at this.
Yes!
That's good. That's good. That was bad. Wrong second. I got that. Thanks for being here.
My pleasure.
Austin Powers, the spy who shagged me. Big hand for Seth Green. We'll be right back.
If you're going to be in the LA area and and would like to attend a taping of The Late Late Show with Craig Kilborn, please call 213-833-6469 or visit us on our website at www.cbs.com.
1-800-COLLECT presents Sergeant Savings.
WCCO4.
And welcome back. My next guest is knocking on the door of NBA superstardom. See that? Is that a gift or you just carry it?
No.
I'll take it.
You want my autograph? No, I'm just kidding.
In a few years, maybe. We have to see how you do, right?
I understand.
There's a little pressure on you, isn't there?
Yeah. You know, coming into this draft, you know, been projected to go very high, but, you know.
Where are you projected to go right now? Because it changes week by week, doesn't it?
Yeah. I try to stay away from a lot of the media attention, and a lot of people say the top 5. I'm working to go to Chicago, #1 pick, but who knows what's going to happen.
Draft is next Wednesday, and the higher you go, the more money you get.
That's right.
It's pretty simple.
That's right.
So, do you try to woo the teams who have the top five picks to take you? Is that what you do?
Yeah. I think you go there and you try and just display all your skills, and I feel like I have nothing to hide to any of the teams. I go there, try and play well in the workouts, try and come across as a good person and a nice kid, and it's like a job interview.
Right.
And you just go in there and try and perform.
Tell them what the Chicago Bulls put you through a psychological test?
Yeah, it was very extensive. They kept me there an extra day, and on top of doing a bubble test, which is kind of like an SAT for an hour and a half, they sit you down with a proctor one-on-one like this. And they make you play with blocks, take you back to your childhood days.
They do?
Yeah, and they want to find out your learning style and how you soak in different plays and how you'll learn the offense. So
this is the Bulls.
The Bulls.
The team that had Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
and they want to see if they also want to see if you're a good guy, right?
Yeah, they take you out to dinner. I went out with Jerry Krause and Tim Floyd and had a great experience. So it all went well. So we'll just have to see how it turns out.
They don't. How come I saw you limping backstage? I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. You're healthy.
I'm healthy.
You're healthy.
Yeah.
Everything's good, right?
Yep, everything's good. Knock on wood.
But that's a concern. Apparently, your father, who played in the ABA, the old ABA, doesn't want you to get hurt because then you'll drop down.
Yeah. Just this last week he's honestly made me nervous this last week because I'm just trying to soak in the whole experience, enjoy myself. I'm looking forward to the day. It's going to be like a dream come true, but he's honestly counting the seconds. Wow. And he can't wait for it to happen. And he's kind of been a little snake bit in his life with how his career turned out. It didn't turn out the way he felt it should have. So he just wants me to make it and wants me to just do well.
That's added pressure. That's added pressure. From the old man.
It is.
You don't
but
need
it's
that.
Good pressure.
Is it?
Yeah,
okay.
But
are you? So you're trying not to get hurt. But weren't you at the beach today?
No, actually, it was a little hazy, so I just ended up going down to Melrose and doing a little shopping.
Okay. Well, that's dangerous, by the way.
Yeah.
But I just don't want you to get like a sunburn or anything, because this is. Is there a team you want to play for?
I'd love to play for New York, but that looks like it's going to be out of the question. I'm a hometown kid. I'm from Long Island, so that would be great. But right now the goal is to go as high as possible, and Chicago's a great city. It's a great place. I've visited there many a times, and I couldn't be happier anywhere, but I'll be happy anywhere. The Clippers would also be nice.
Ooh, that's kind of funny. Clippers would be nice. Okay.
I love L.A. I think I fit in well here, and it would be a nice place to call home.
Well, if you become an NBA superstar, or even if you don't, will you come back to the Late Late Show?
Of course.
Okay. Big hand for Wally Zerbiak. We'll be right back.
Monday, the town.
Monday on the show, Selma Hayek. Have a great weekend, everybody.